Hello, Lori dear. We are here and we are very thankful to be here once again with you and Lucas and our viewers. We are thankful for these moments. We are thankful for this time. We are thankful for all of our presence here today. And this, of course, also includes those who will be watching this video in the future. Whoever you are, whenever you are, we are thankful for your being here. We are thankful for your presence. We would like to talk to you a little bit about the new cycles of time that are happening upon the planet. This will be a new learning for Lori dear too, so we could hear her ears perk up when we just brought that forth. So these new cycles of time upon the planet, this is something that we have not spoken about before. And the reason why we are speaking of it now is because we feel that you most likely can feel the difference in time from, let's say, a year ago, let's say 2 years ago, let's say 10 years ago, let's even say a few months ago. Feel how you felt in midsummer. Now feel how you feel today in what is becoming mid-November of 2021. We would like to say time is speeding up. Time is altering. It is changing. So what this means for all of you is that you will feel sometimes like, whoa, what just happened? Half my day just flew by. Or you might not just feel like you can get a handle on what is happening throughout the day. Time might just feel like it's just getting away from you. And we would like to say this is why we want to bring this forth, so you don't feel so crazy. You don't feel like you're so out of control, because in actuality, the time is changing that you are within. The reason for this is because all energy on this planet is speeding up, and it's very purposeful and it's very necessary and needed. So what we are asking is that if you know this, if you know that time is speeding up and the energy is speeding up, it's moving faster, the vibration is moving faster, then you can understand and maybe you can visualize that things are moving faster. If you can visualize molecules moving faster, if you can imagine time is just moving faster, if it helps you to think of a clock and to think of the fact that it is moving around the clock face faster. We want you to understand that you are in the midst of change. And we feel that if you know you are in the midst of great change, which includes the way you experience time, this may help you understand a few things. What we want to say to you is that this time is, and when we say this time, we're saying this time that we're in, this moment that we're in, is very, you could put a lot of words to it, but we're going to use the word special because we want to put a positive spin on it if we can. So what we want to say is that we are in a place that is unique, that is special, that is its own way of being, so that when you experience this time, and as we move forward, you're going to experience time seemingly to move faster, energy to move faster. We want you to know, and we want you to experience as much comfort as you can in these times. We know that this is not easy, and this can be a confusing time. We want to help with that confusion. We want to lessen it. We want to bring you some clarity. We have been through the ascension process before. All of us here that are speaking with you now on this side of things, we have been through it before, and we'd like to help you in any way we can because we love you. We want you to know, and we want that to sink in, that we love you. That we are not trying to test you. This is not something that we are putting forth to you to see, oh, let's see how they can do. Let's see what happens. It's more of, from our perspective, where we are at. We see you moving through this time, and we are proud of you. And we want to support you. And we want to give you love. And we want to hold you up in this time so that you will feel our hands underneath you. You will feel our hearts very near to yours. We want you to feel us with you so that you will not feel so fearful. Now, some of you may say, I am not fearful. And it may be in this moment when you are watching this video, you are not fearful. And we hope that. We hope that. But we are saying that there will be times, we'll say even day to day, there'll be times when you experience fear. And it may be for just a moment, but you will experience some fear because there is a lot of unknown happening. And it is normal for the human experience, within the human experience, to experience fear when you move into the unknown. Now, this is the second thing we like to talk to you about: fear and the unknown. When you experience fear, please do not shame yourselves. Do not feel bad or guilty or feel like you're less spiritual. The key is to feel it, to recognize it, to look at it square in the face. And when you do that, it'll begin to dissipate. If you try to bury it, or if you try to deny it, or pretend it is not there, it will get larger and larger and come out in ways that you do not expect. It is the most effective, let's say effective, and the quickest way to deal with fear is to face it head on and look at it. Look at it square in the eyes. And it will begin to dissipate because you are looking at it. Because you are not hiding it in any kind of shadow or darkness. You are bringing it forth into the light to be seen. And when fear is seen, it dissipates because it is an illusion. It is an illusion. Now, if we could take all of you into a higher state of experience, let's say spiritual experience, if we could take you up a few dimensions, you would experience yourselves in a place where fear simply wouldn't have access to you. It would just not be in your presence. You would be in a place where you would feel extremely powerful in a way that what we mean in powerful is that you would know your own power. Not that you would have power over another. That's not what we're saying. We're saying we know that you in that state would be in your own power. You would not, if fear would come into that place, which it would not, but let's say if, hypothetically, if it did, you wouldn't even have to look it in the eyes. You could just simply move your focus to it and it would just completely go away, because the power that you would have within yourself of knowing who you are would be so exceptional that fear wouldn't have an opportunity. Fear is an illusion. And when you face your own sense of power of who you are and you look at fear, it will dissipate. Now, there is one more way we would like you to think about this. If you were indeed looking at fear, if you could look at fear straight on with your eyes, we would also like you to look at fear with your heart open. Now, this may be something that intuitively may seem a little bit strange. Like maybe we should hide from fear, or we should protect ourselves, or we should deny or pretend, or just don't breathe for a second so it goes away. All of these things, we understand, they might think that they might work very well, but we would like to tell you that if you can stand in the strength of your own personal power, with your eyes looking directly at the fear and your heart open, your shoulders back, and you're looking at fear and you are putting your own presence forward, fear doesn't have a chance. It doesn't have a chance. Fear is an illusion, and when faced with the heart and when faced with love, it just can't be. It's just they can't be in the same place. You can't have an open heart and love and fear in the same place. It just won't happen. So when you are fearful, because there will be times when you are fearful, remember to shine your heart towards that fear, and it will dissipate. It will. Your mere eyes looking at it with your own presence and understanding who you are in your strength, in your sovereignty, will not allow the fear to be there. But if it is a lot of fear, try and stand there, or whatever your position you're in, sitting, laying down, focus, meditate, or just visualize your heart open and glowing, shining forth love. The minute you focus on that, the fear is gone. You can't do that and think of fear. You can't do it. It just doesn't work. You can't have two things that are not congruent together at the same time, the same place. It just doesn't work. So this is, we hope, a small gift to you to help you when you feel fear and anxiety, to try and gather yourself wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and to just visualize yourself sitting, standing, laying, whatever you like, tall, strong, in your sovereignty. Your back erect, your head forward, your eyes looking directly, whatever you are facing it. And then imagine your heart open. Your heart is open. It will go. The idea that you need to hide and cover and protect when you are up and you are facing fear is, we like to say, is a fearful idea. It's an idea from fear. Fear would like you to think this. Oh, you need to protect yourself. Fear me, fear me. In reality, if you can just, as we've said, stand in your sovereignty, open your heart, fear cannot be there. It just simply cannot be there. Now, once fear is gone, the next thought you're going to have is, now, if you're facing a lot of fear and the fear is gone, you're going to experience some clarity. You're going to experience some clarity in your mind. You're going to feel better in your heart. And then your next thought will be, well, what do I do next? When you have that clarity and you have that strength, we suggest you just take some time and think about what you would like to do next, how you would like to approach whatever you are dealing with. The fact that fear doesn't have a chance when you open your heart is, from our perspective, when we see all of you and we see what you're going through, that is a gift. It is a gift to know this. We hope you are able to integrate this and use it daily, however, every other daily, weekly, whatever. You are going to experience fear in small ways that seem almost indiscernible, and then in larger ways. So, Laura dear is thinking, we just brought some fear to her mind, because she was feeling pretty confident in the moment of when she feels us, and she can feel us. It's almost like, it's like we come in and she becomes so big inside, and she's almost like she's putting forth the ideas of like, what is that? I'm just thinking, what is that? That Stay Puft Man. You know that Stay Puft Man from
Ghostbusters?
Is that? Yes.
Yeah.
From the Ghostbusters. It's like, that's what I feel like when they get going. It's like, it's just, I feel like I'm just huge and nothing can affect me. So they showed me some fear. I was like deflated instantly. So as we were saying, we gave Lori this little visual, let's just put it that way, of a of a little bit of a fearful thing. And for this visual for her was not something that was out there that was making her feel scared. It was more something like it in a personal interaction where she feels that it's not as easy to understand where everyone's coming from. And when she meets people, it can be, and I'm sure this is not just for Lori Deer, but for many of you, it can be a bit tricky. You're trying to figure out where somebody is at, or what you can say, what you cannot say. And you want to be open, and yet you want to protect yourself. It's this whole kind of mix of things that happens for Lori Deer. So we showed her one of those interactions, and immediately she was grounded back into where she might feel this, so that we can help integrate this in her life and hopefully into your life, those of you who are watching. So let's just use this story, this analogy. So if Lori Deer is with somebody and she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable and she's not sure how to go forward speaking in that relationship. And this is hard. There's a lot of things going on. There's things that the mind is telling you, things that the heart is telling you. There's a lot of different impulses that feel like they're coming from different directions. So what we like to say is that if it is possible to just take a moment sometime in this mix, which turns into anxiety for some of you, it can for Lori Deer, to just stop, if possible, just for a moment, stop going in that direction and breathe somehow. You don't have to interrupt the conversation, but just maybe take a little step back and just disconnect from what's happening for a moment and feel with your heart and allow your heart to be open to this person. That in itself is going to do the most change, is when you are able to open your heart to someone that you love. We're not saying to do this to someone that you don't know, perhaps, or someone that may not be good to you. We're talking about someone you do love, but you may be experiencing some trepidation in how to be honest with them, in how to really show their heart to them. We are saying that if you can, in those moments, take a step back and feel with your heart and begin to open that heart towards them, there will be a difference in that relationship, and they will feel that. And what you are saying to each other will be less significant. It'll take more on a energetic relationship more. The energetic relationship will strengthen. It'll become more of the dominant rather than what's happening in your minds and what's saying and what you're trying to say. It'll be more the energy. And that energy, when you open your heart, will help that moment. We're not saying that it's going to instantly become so easy. We're saying it will help it. This is just another way we're trying to help you when you're dealing with these things. Because if Lori Deer is dealing with these things, there's pretty much a sure bet that most of all of you who are listening to this are also dealing with this. It's not an easy time. Our footing is not sure where we thought it was before. It's not that our footing was always sure before. It just seems like the stakes, that's what we're looking for. The stakes are higher. There can be a lot of emotion. So it can be a bit more difficult. So we hope these things have helped you in some way. We hope that some of what we said today does resonate with you. And we hope that our energy transmission that we are giving you when you do watch these videos or listen to these videos has helped you. We are here simply to help you. That is our agenda. That's our agenda. We are here to help you, to support you. We cannot do things for you, but we can support you. You can call on us and we always respond. We are, and we've said this before, we'll say it again, we are God's hands and feet from this dimension reaching out to you. And you, in a very real way, are God's hands and feet, if you want to put that way. Source's hands and feet on earth at this time. So we would just remind you to think about opening your hearts. Think about what happens when one opens their hearts and the energy that comes forth. Imagine the transformation that happens. We will talk about this more. This is a deep topic. There's a lot to talk about with this topic. We will talk about it more, but this is a good introduction. We are thankful for this time. We are thankful for you. We are thankful for ourselves. We love you. We send you in love and peace. We are the Acturians, the Pleiadians, the Council of Nine, and the Council of Light, with the Xanadu and many, many friends. All right. We are definitely not in Sedona anymore.
That's right.
We are trying to keep warm in this, what is this? A new outfit.
A little bubble tent. Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know if it actually is keeping us any warmer, but it feels like it might be.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just
sunnier out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good job.
Mm-hmm.